he hadn't skilled it yet.
Not 15 seconds.
He was
okay, yeah, he was hiding.
Oh my god.
Oh no. When Barrel's giggling like that.
The barrel giggle. Yeah, whistle could certainly be the way to do it. That would give Teddy the go button, which I think is actually kind of cool. Teddy, of course, is their most veteran player by a decent margin.
As a kid, I was actually much more of a purist. But at some point I realized, oh!
You realize that sometimes you just flash in.
Karma lane should be getting the first dragon.
Yep.
Right, this is kind of a no-brainer. And DK also really wants their 6 available on Barrel and on Lucid ideally as well. Showmaker did just get his. But DRX playing nicely towards their bot side prio, which you'll love to see. And then to take away from...
It's nice to have variety, though. As now Shiu and Yehu are going to be doing some battles. Sponge taking some damage as well as Teddy trying to get in there, but he's just taking free damage from Barrel. Showmaker gives them the surprise Teemo as he has that shockwave back up again, and this fight is really sort of broken up. As Lucid will move in, Sponge does collect himself one of these grubs. It's one each so far, as Yehu dealing with the pillar. Sponge comes on over, but I don't think that Crescent Guard's quite going to work. They flash in, but it is going to be Lucid going down. Showmaker finds the answering kill, as now Shiu's going to fall. Shockwave connects on only Yehu, and Teddy has found Showmaker in the back of the pit. And he is able to teleport his way out. Still Barrel is dead, and it's a disaster for DK. Oh, Rich might be in trouble. It's at least a plate gank as Barrel comes over and takes that one down. But 2 versus 1, it's a tough one to make work as now Lucid, no flash available, does get the subjugate off, but I don't know whether that's going to quite be, never mind, it is going to be enough. As now Shiu has found them between worlds, comes down, and Yehu, is he going to pop? One more auto will do it, and there it goes. Shiu with the punishment. Lucid stays alive as that's not where you want to back, my friend. And now, Shiu could actually just be dead if they do shove this wave in, but see here on this top side, there have been so many plates removed, and DK finding a 700 gold swing in that moment.
I'm a believer in, you know,
Ryzen,
like...
It is about to happen, and DRX, I think, are feeling the pressure, because the tempo vibes are well and truly in DK's favor right now. And now, Rich is just taking a bunch of damage. The pillar goes down, but it doesn't really work out there for Lucid, but they'll just take the turret. Will be picked up here towards the bottom side. That is going to close the gap a little bit when it comes to the gold.
Does help.
Not bad. Rift Arrow comes down immediately though, and DK just wanting to keep up this pressure. Sponge moving in. He's not going to be able to make it over to the turret, and these rockets are starting to hurt. Still, Lucid going down relatively low. That soul point for DRX. DK not wanting to give this one up as Yehu might find a little bit of difficulty making his way in, but does have Realm Warp. They're going to turn it onto Barrel, who flashes away. Teddy flashes over. But now he's completely separated from this fight. There's no blast going to get him in as Shiu goes between worlds, but I don't think he really wanted to be there. And that is going to be that third Drake taken down. You've got some upgraded shoes. Rich taking a bunch of damage. That wave is monstrous, but Teddy stays alive. He picks up a triple before he goes down as Showmaker manages to shield himself, grabs the kill on the Xin Zhao, and Yehu cannot take him out. DK win the fight. They lose the feats of strength. And it was chaos, but I think ultimately it's kind of fine.
That's my Rise group. Guess what? If Trundle doesn't have a dash, I will give him a dash. But flashing into oh no.
Okay, well Barrel is just going to catch Yehu here.
Are you kidding me?
And then he will die.
No.
The orb is just there. Yep.
No, not the day one Nico tech.
Did he actually just minion up to you?
Actually, one of the most insane plays I've seen.
Oh my god. So they are playing Nocturne Orianna. It's just that Paranoia doesn't take him very far.
Yeah, good night. He's not dead.
Not dead, true.
Where Soul Point is just as good as Soul, because at some point the enemy team will just be like, oh no, what, Dragon? We watched a horror movie together recently, and this is still scarier!
All right, well, here we go. Pod Blossom immediately catches them into the instant shockwave, and they all just put themselves in a blender. Will DRX blend? Yes! Yes, they will! Oh, Yehu, look at his hand on his face. That was the most forced episode of Will It Blend I've ever seen.
Why? Whoa!
thought that he hadn't skilled it yet.
Not 15 seconds.
He was
okay,
hiding.
yeah, he was hiding.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh,
When Barrel's giggling like
the
that.
Barrel giggle. Like 90% of his health bar sacrificed to slump him back.
Think of the tempo.
Oh, I often think of the tempo.
No, you think of tempo vibes. Those are different. If you actually have a, cursory knowledge of this, and you are
It's all right. We'll forget it's a lesson. It's all right. We are getting in there. Yeah, who brings some minions over, but otherwise goes by himself. Everyone else has lost trust entirely on this guy's realm.
Pillar!
As aiming, cutting through Sponge here. Doesn't pull the trigger on the ulti, but nobody else really has them. On the hunt, I mean, Mantra's obviously going to come up in another second or two. And she is still in the bottom lane!
Just pushing away.
Oh dear.
I really would like a DK Baron throw just to kind of bring this game back into.
Oh, we're going to get a Baron! It's coming, 10 seconds!
It's real, yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. This might be cool as well, as Xiu goes between the worlds. It's Rich running around, misses that needlework, but Xiu just disappears, and object permanence, not something that Rich has. This is still one of the most, Okay, well, Beryl is going to go in.
I'm saying there's a chance.
Hold my thought.
I'm feeling worse.
Oh, yeah. Teddy will find a bit of damage back, though, as Sponge goes in. Beryl forced to flash. He's got a Mega Cone, though, so there is no way they can do anything. Lucid looking to get cut down, though, as now Aiming moves in. Sponge says it's my time, as Lucid holds himself alive for a while, but is going to get taken out here by Yahoo. And now, oh, Xiu, you cheeky devil. Don't run back. It's kind of crazy. It still gets another button, doesn't have a turret, and so he's still likely to die. What happened to the fight on the other side of the map?
He's still going.
As, yeah, Rich actually waits this one out. Oh, this is so much damage as Rich. He's in the circle, but Xiu's in there too, and manages to get the solo kill. Yeah, who's going to come on over and end his happiness? But, oh, never mind, he's just going to live. All right, all of the doubt, it's gone. Xiu's back, ladies and gentlemen.
You can do a sovereign accent.
Daniel Craig's English.
No, but the accent he does in Knives Out is so bad.
That was very good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can do that level of...
I can do that level of...
Wait, the flank! The TP!
All right, they're going for a bit of an angle here as Yahoo. Can he find it? Pop Blossom onto only the Rise to try and keep aiming alive, but it's not going to work. He will get taken out. Xiu comes on over, though, and there goes Sponge. Rich now trying to get himself out of there. Yahoo is in a bit of trouble, but between worlds, hits for so much damage. Shockwave in celebration there for Showmaker, who just wanted to press the R button, and by Jove, he did it. And the inner turret's going to go down. That's what a winning team fight looks like, everyone, here in the Rise group.
I am just happy that we're truly getting the Rise group experience
DK here. Just going to walk over to Baron. This is Baron, by the way, everyone. If you're new to League of Legends as of today's broadcast, you haven't met him yet. And Lucid is just going to press R on Sponge and run at him. There's the flash in. Teddy finds a really nice spell shield to avoid the damage and the CC. As we've got another top lane 1v1. This time the Gwen is going to come out on top. Xiu can't win them all, and so now this time around, let's have a look at it from Rich's perspective once again.
He's two levels and 1.3k gold up. I kind of understand why you go for this, but this time they'll sweep him out, and then he just kills him. I thought he was level 16. He wasn't even.
Back to Taragi. This is actually, it's not even a battle for winning this game. It's just for Gold King now. As, all right, DRX thinking that this is the angle, and it is! As Sponge is going to get traded for... Wait, maybe it's not, actually. Sponge for Beryl maybe isn't it.
That's not a good trade, no.
And there's no smite on the map. And so Aiming is just going to dive onto Andil. Let's see whether this is going to work. Between Worlds is going to be thrown out there by Xiu. Gets the flash out from Andil. As, all right, we're looking for the turn. Rich diving in. He doesn't have a circle anymore, but he's doing so much damage. You're exactly right about that level 3 ulti. As Xiu looking for someone to hit with a button. Doesn't quite find it there, and all of these skill shots are going wide. Yahoo was just standing. Need to kind of clean up the gameplay.
Will just chomp your entire team. As okay.
All right. Beryl is dead again, most likely. He does manage to use the dash cannon to try and get himself out. Pop Blossom onto only Rich. They got Showmaker! Showmaker is already dead. Xiu looking for an angle, but he just dies. Unceremoniously taken down. And the DK silliness continues. Could it just be Baron time? I think it's just Baron time.
Rise Group!
Oh, this is so Rise Group. I can't even begin to analyze this. It's way too high level.
DRX are all going to die. I can feel it.
Oh,
Don't
God.
do it, DRX.
Well, they are actually doing a fair bit of damage to the waiting DK as Teddy having to deal with that pillar, aiming in the 1v1. Can he make it happen? The answer's no. As he does, Valkyrie away, and Baron will be secured by DRX against the flow of play. With these compositions, especially with the, 3k gold lead Trundle that we were talking about before.
Yeah, what about low health Gwen or Karma?
Speaking of Gwen, there is a Pop Blossom to knock her up. Beryl is almost just dead as an afterthought. Hugh diving into the back line. Okay, Rich taking so much damage. Yehu in that front line. Shockwave catches the rise, and down he goes. It's their turn to lose their mid laner before anything happens, and Sponge is slowed down. Lucid runs so fast, but Andal is able to put a leash on him momentarily, and that will be able to at least keep the support alive. Okay, that is going to put a big dent in the Baron.
Look, that means that the Rebel Baron, you can't give over to Camp. Well, you can give over to Chemtech Swords. Chemtech Swords. No,
all right.
No.
They're not going to deliver Rich. That is going to be the pillar that interrupts the Realm Warp as Rich is going in. Showmaker immediately just doesn't want anything to do with that as Beryl's also flashing away. A lot of disengage here for DK, but can they actually make something out of this? As Rich down to 50% health and aiming. Yeah, he's looking for Sponge on the angle. Pop Blossom is avoided there by that Sonya's. Shockwave is not really going to do too much of anything at all. And now Teddy is free hitting. Doesn't finish off any of the kills, is now aiming, looking to try and do something himself. No one's dead.
Okay, Showmaker STP. So does Ashiu, doesn't. Ashiu needs to stick around. Lucid. They still have the Shockwave.
Yep.
Rich is looking to TP and base. Might just be a flip Atlas!
And King's Tribute is so big as well. When this dragon goes down, it's going to be so important. It's actually here that takes it! And with his Chemtech Soul, it means that DK has so much power, but he's just taken out! And Rich is dashing after them. Beryl manages to get the snare and the Chemtech Soul. It's going to keep him alive for a little bit longer. The needlework is going to take him down in the end.
Oh, they're going to try.
Dead, and now DRX, they're going to go for it.
They got to try to end. The problem is that they still need to take down all these turrets, and they don't have Baron. So I think that with specifically Showmaker and Shield, they should be able to clear. 40 seconds on the clock. They have to try and push for the end right now, Atlas.
And this is exactly what we were talking about. A team will take the soul, but it won't really mean anything. And DRX actually able to utilize that advantage. Showmaker is in so much trouble. It's not going to hit, but the Ricochet does.
Wait. 20 seconds on aiming. Shiu has his ult. He needs to clear the wave.
Yep, this is massive. He goes in. He looks for the angles here, but the first turret's going to go. Oh my God! The burst damage is repugnant, and the Sivir is dead. Lucid now trying to chase after them, and he should be able to get there. Is it going to be a Shiu pentakill? Oh my God, it is! This game did not need to go this hard.
All game is Shiu back.
Yep.
And guess what? I'm thinking he's back!
Right when we needed him most, she was shown up, and this is how it ends, ladies and gentlemen. The Nexus turrets will go down, and DK will take game one against DRX. Heaven help us.